Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a stock that can potentially change your life. So I definitely wanted to bring it to the channel because I know you're going to be interested. Some of you may have heard this company. Some of you, this is going to be the first time you hear about it. And you probably want to know which one it is. So it goes by ticker symbol APLD. Okay. So remember that. Go ahead, Google it, look it up. Right. Now let's talk about Applied Digital and why it's soaring and why it could change your life. Some of you may not be familiar with NVIDIA, some of you are. So, in my opinion, the future is going to be AI, and NVIDIA is the number one chip maker. In my opinion, it's the big boy, right? It's the number one. And NVIDIA has invested in CoreWeave and it's also invested in APLD. Okay. I keep saying the symbol that way you remember it so you can go ahead and look it up. And you might also be wondering, well, you're talking about it. Are you invested in it? Yes, I am invested in APLD. And I wanted to let you guys know. So, like I said, CoreWeave did a big deal with Applied Digital, which made the stock soar 45%. So, not too long ago, it was trading under $5 a share, I believe. Actually, let me look it up to give you. Let's see what's its low. So I'm going on Google. We'll put APLD and we'll see its 52-week high, 52-week low. So the 52-week low was three. So it actually was at $3. This is how crazy this is. And its 52-week high is $12.48. And this is really what you want to look for when you're any type of investor, right? You want to find companies that are trading under $10 that could be a company that really grows, right? And you can make a lot of money. So if you have some money sitting on the sidelines, you can start buying this thing at under, well, right now it's at $10, but today there was a part of the day it was under $10, right? Imagine you buying this company and who knows the future, right? This really could end up being a stock that maybe, who knows, goes up to $30 and you bought it under 10, a lot of upside, right? Could even go higher than that. And but before we get into all that, I'm gonna let you know why you should start taking a look at this company because not too long ago it didn't have this deal. This deal just happened, but Nvidia had invested in it a while back, and I'm gonna talk about how much Nvidia invested in it. Let me see. So Nvidia has invested in Applied Digital, APLD. So let's see how much shares it has. So NVIDIA revealed it holds a 3% stake in Applied Digital, owning 7.72 million shares, valued at roughly 63.66 million. So NVIDIA owns or a little over 7 million shares, which that's a lot. It also invested in CoreWeave, and CoreWeave just did a 15-year. Let me actually. Yeah. So Applied Digital sourced 45% on a 7 billion CoreWeave deal. Expects revenue windfall from 15-year lease. So they did a 15-year lease, and as you see, Nvidia is invested in all these companies. And this is, if you kind of think about it, NVIDIA has a plan, right? They have a plan, and this is why Applied Digital is getting a lot of attention. And this could be a great opportunity because right now stocks are doing, they're shooting up. It's basically a bullish market. People are bullish. They think the market's going to go higher. But we're going to have a pullback. That's my opinion, right? I'm not a professional. I'm just sharing my opinion. We're going to have a pullback, and I think if we have a pullback on APLD, you got a great opportunity to get it under $10 a share. And if we when will the pullback happen, right? That's my opinion is it could happen this week, depending on the news we get on Friday. So Friday is an important day because that's when the jobs report comes out. Okay. And what the market's really looking for too is rates. Are we going to get rate cuts? What's happening with that? What's happening with the economy? And with the job report, we'll know like, hey, is unemployment going up? Is it ticking up? Or is it holding on strong? Is it steady? Has it gone down? And obviously, if it's holding steady or unemployment's gone down, then the Feds are not gonna they're less likely to cut rates. A lot of people are already predicting that we're not gonna get a rate cut probably till September. That's a new prediction. Obviously, that could change, but we're gonna know more once these reports start coming out. We got Friday is an important report. Next week we're gonna have some more reports. So this could really affect the stock market. Meaning, if Friday's report, Friday we could see where the market goes. There on Friday could be a day where either the market goes up higher or goes lower, right? So if the job report comes out and where people think, hey, we're going to get rate cuts, it could go up. If it goes, if the jobs report looks strong, it looks like it's gone down and less likely to get rate cuts, we might have a little bit of a sell off. But that's an opportunity. If you see APLD go under 10, I think if you can buy it for under 10, if it has a bigger pullback, let's say even under 9, those are great buying opportunities because I think long term you can make a lot of money on this company because I think we're going to get more good news down in the future. So I just wanted to bring this to your attention. Buying a great company under $10 is a big opportunity. Now, this is my opinion. I could be wrong, but I want to share my opinion with you. I actually bought APLD a long time ago. I did not know that CoreWeave was going to have, a lease deal or any of this. I had no idea. I bought into APLD because Nvidia had invested in it. And I thought if Nvidia went ahead and invested in this company, they see something in the company. So I went ahead and bought into it. Now, what I hope to do if it does shoot up, I do plan to sell. So I do plan to do a short position with APLD because I want to buy it at a lower price point and get more shares, and then I plan to hold it long term because I am a long term investor. But sometimes I do shorts to make some money. Now in the moment as well. So I did buy a while back, but since it's shooting up, I see an opportunity to get some profits. Nothing wrong with that, and get back in at a lower point because if you earlier when I was talking about it, its 52-week high was $12, right? It went all the way down to $3. And when I bought it, I didn't buy it at the $3, right? I had bought it and it shot up. I was in the green. And I thought, hey, it might go up. But then in March, the market started to switch because I bought APLD back in February. So in March, the market started to tank. I didn't panic. I actually bought more shares. I bought more shares when it was under $6. So I caught a few shares when it was in the mid fives. I bought a little bit more shares in the high fours. And then it did dip a little bit more. I stopped buying. So when I bought it and I saw it going down, I just bought more because I believed it would recover. I didn't know when, but I was a believer in it. I was also willing to invest in it long term. But now that we got this positive news, I see an opportunity to cash out, make some profits, and buy back in at a lower price point. Now, I don't believe I'm going to get a lower price point than the stocks that I bought at around 5 or $4. I don't think it's going to go back down to that. I don't think it'll go back down under 7, right? And it might not even go back down to 7. Now, originally when I did my first investment, I bought it around over 9. And I could see it coming if we have a pullback going back under 10 because we closed that, I believe 10.25. And let me double check. What did it close at? Yeah, 10.25, and part of the day it was under 10. So if we have a pullback, this could easily go back under $9. And if it goes down to 8, 7, that's where I would like to buy in because the majority of my APLD I bought it in the nines. This gives me an opportunity that if it goes up higher tomorrow, if I could sell it around the 11s, if it does have that pullback and it goes down under the 8s, I'll rebuy and I'll have the majority of APLD, I'll rebuy at a lower entry point than the stocks that I owned around 9. Luckily, I rebought when it was down in the fives, but that was just me adding shares to it. My cost average didn't drop all the way down there. So my cost average still actually stayed in the nines because the stocks that I bought at the 5 and 4 wasn't that much. The bulk of what I bought was past nines. And I share this with you because if you decide to get a brokerage account, if you already have a brokerage account, you're already investing, don't panic when the market drops. If you believe in what you're investing in, understand the market does go up and down. Now, there are times where you could lose your money in a stock. That definitely can happen. But before you sell, why are you selling? Are you just selling because the market happens to be red for a week or for a few days? That's not necessarily a reason to sell. You might want to sell because there was a change in the CEO, some bad news came out of the company, but you don't want to just sell because it was going down for where you bought it from because that could happen. If that happens, then if you're a believer in the company, you hold on to it. So make sure when you're buying a stock, make sure you believe in it. Make sure you do your research. Right now, I'm just sharing my opinion on APLD. I do think that it's going to shoot up higher because NVIDIA invested in it. Now they have this deal with CoreWeave that, again, NVIDIA invested in CoreWeave. I think NVIDIA has a plan for these companies where there's going to be a lot more growth and positive news to come out in the future. And because of that, that's why I'm an investor. So that's just me just sharing my opinion, my beliefs. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you found the video helpful, please smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I appreciate you watching. I'll see you on the next one.